Hey, Dane here, DJ2 Living at Wheel Time, when we're in the Xplore XR22 Toyhauler, and we have another little project. And our project is right behind us, if you can see this shelf right here, and I'll flip the camera around and get a better shot of that in a minute. But we want to reinforce that shelf so it can carry a little bit more load. Not a whole lot more, but a little bit. And so I kind of got it tore apart, so I'll show you that and talk about it a little bit, and then tell you how I'm going to reinforce it, and then we will show the work as we go along. All right, let me flip the camera around. All right, so our job here today is to reinforce this shelf. So if you see the cabinet here, we have the on the Toyhauler version, the Go Power inverter at the bottom, and then this is our Victron DC to DC charger we put in here to charge from the truck. So anyway, Diane likes to put the cleaning supplies on a box up here, and I'd say it's a little weight. It's not that heavy. So we're going to reinforce this shelf so it'll carry more load. And you can see I've already kind of taken it apart. Got to be careful. It's got some sharp little nails in here. Ask me how I know. So anyway, after looking at this shelf, let me see if I can hold it without getting stuck here. The side rails here are screwed to the side, in the rail in the back, very sturdy. So I pressed on them pretty hard yesterday. But this front rail, you can see it's not screwed to anything except for this thin sheet of plywood in the bottom. In my opinion, they probably should have put a screw right through here and screw into the side rail. If you can see that, which that's probably what I'm going to do. So it's pretty stout already, so I think I'm just going to cut a piece of plywood, basically kind of the same size, and put here. So I think the first go around, I'm going to cut one piece of plywood the same size as this, and where my wires come through, slot it, and then kind of just put it on top of here, of the rails, and then it'll be a little bit thicker, and then put the veneer back down on it, and then all I have to do is make a little bit wider trim piece, which I have some trim material that I can use, kind of similar to this, a blonde type maple looking wood. So that's my thoughts. If not, if that doesn't work the way I want it to, I'll probably cut down plywood to fit inside of here and then press it down. But I think my best bet to really make it stronger is put the plywood on top and then put this back on top, and then make a new trim piece here. So that's my thoughts. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so on the trailer reinforcement project, really I had a piece of scrap plywood here at the house, and took me, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to cut it out. So you can see how it is. It's just putting it on top of the original shelf bracing, and this bottom one is still loose. I'll probably screw it up through the bottom, or just screw it here before I put the trim piece. And then our veneer is just going to go on top, which it kind of almost takes two hands here. So there's our veneer on top, and I just tried the trim piece. If I put it in here, let me see, I'm trying to do all this one-handed. That's the way it looks when you're looking at it. Now, if you look right here, you can see a little bit of the shelf board underneath. So that's not going to bother me, but I might just get some brown kind of paint. See if I can match this up kind of, and then just paint it just so the edge, it looks a little nicer there. But there we go. Now it's just a matter of really kind of just gluing it all down, and I think we should be good. I don't think I'm even going to use any tacks like I did before when I repaired it. I'm just going to glue it in there. So, and we should be good to go. So I'll show you how that goes. All right, so showed how the shelf fits. So I went to looking for glue, thinking I'm going to glue it down. Then I kind of in the back of my mind saying, maybe, that we might need to move that shelf or remove it in the future or something. So I went in there in the garage, yeah, went in the garage, and I found some cabinet screws. So I think these are about 1.25 inches long, and notice they have a real small head. It's Torx, so it sinks down in the wood real easy. Let me find one here, right here. Goes into wood real good. So yeah, so I did that. I put one in each side here, and then I put a few more across the front because this board was just loose. It wasn't screwed to anything. And I also put a screw to the other frame rail on the side, which is screwed into the wall here on the left. On the right side over here by the hinge side of the door, it's kind of been hard to get to screw in to the other frame rail, so I decided since it's screwed into this plywood, it should be plenty good. So, and then all I got to do is put the veneer on top here. Which, there we go. And I think I'm just going to leave that like that, just setting on top. And then I got to, of course, I will glue my trim piece on, and then we'll be done. Quick project, you know, total time actually doing stuff. I'll just say an hour to do this. So real quick and easy project, easier than what I thought it was going to anyway. So I'll be back with the finished project with the trim piece on and everything, and so see y'all in a bit. All right, we got the trim piece on. It's glued. We got it taped up. Give it, you know, several hours for the glue to dry. Probably just leave it overnight, and it should be good to go. So much reinforced shelf here, solid now. Which before, with the construction, it had a frame around the perimeter, right? And so this is thin veneer, an 1/8 inch looks like, and so in the middle you could press it and they would pull up the ends. There is what I was noticing. So now solid piece of 3/4 inch plywood under there. We got a good solid shelf, and for the weight that we're carrying, I'll try to find that box and weigh it, and I'll tell you how much it weighs before we put it back in. Matter of fact, I'll go do that right now. All right, so we have the box of cleaning supplies. I kind of show you guys what's in it. I think there's some vinegar here, some like Lysol. We got some heavy duty garbage bags, just some sweeping stuff for the sweeper, dishwashing liquid, clothes washing liquid. All of that goes in that box on that shelf. We'll weigh the thing and see what it weighs. So let me get the scale. So it zeros. So, oh, wow, a little heavier than I thought it was going to be. 15.6 pounds there. So I don't know what Xplore rates those shelves at, or if there even is a rating. But for DJ2 living in wheel time, that's increasing the carrying capacity of that shelf by a little bit. So, all right, I'm Dane, and I'm out. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like what you see here, please leave a comment below, like, share, and subscribe.